Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. Happy New Day, Happy Monday, and Happy New Month. It shall be well with all of us. My people, do you know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have signed Freedom of Biafra since 2023? Are you aware? You are a Biafran, you are an Igbo man. You are not aware that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have already freed Biafrans to go. You are not aware. My brother, you are missing a lot of things. In fact, your medulla oblongata need to be observed or examined. Let me just show you why I made that comment and why we all need to worry about docility of the Igbos, both the ones in government office and the one outside government office. Watch this clip and then we'll come back for more discussion. Please share this message.
You know, Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Yeah, you heard it. Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Get angry all you like, but they are just all mouth and no depth, just mouth. Because if they are not, why should this be happening in Nigeria right now? Why should this be happening? You know how they told us that they removed history from the Nigerian curriculum because they didn't want sentiments, you know, because of the war, the civil war. But history just got reintroduced to the Nigerian educational system. And guess what? Guess what they put inside here? See, before now, my son came and asked me, I said, Dad, I thought Igbos were the third biggest tribe in Nigeria. I said, yes. He said, how come there is no Igbo in their history book? I was shocked. I took their book and I looked at it. All the history of all the major tribes in Nigeria. We have the Hausa state, Kanuri Empire, Nupe, Igala, Yorubas, Bini Kingdom, Efik, Niger Delta, and Shekiri. No Igbo. For a tribe that has almost 5 to 6 states in Nigeria, no Igbo whatsoever. The painful part of it is that, you see this Efik here? No, I beg, Efik people want to know vessel. But see this Efik here? Then put them on purpose. It was put here on purpose to let the Igbos know that we know what we are doing and we are worthless. I don't want to talk about the people that wrote the book, but this is the junior secondary school revised. This is the junior secondary school revised standard edition, JS1. You know, the funny part is that our biggest flex as Igbos is just 2 things: to build houses and paint them white so we can show them every December on Twitter, on social media, and of course name our children Jewish names. That's the only thing that we know how to do best right now. Because if this is happening, like, we have been erased from our history.
A very quick one, my wonderful Membia from brothers and sisters. We need to, we have a lot of things to worry about. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu have already signed the Freedom of Biafra. Since 2023, he assumed office as the president of the zoo. We are not aware. You are not aware. I am not aware. Our so-called political idiots in Asorock, or in what will I call it? Our so-called political idiots in Abuja, in Asorock, could not fathom why Tokumbo Wahab, the minister for environmental, whatever they call it, the guy that is busy demolishing Igbo's properties in Lagos. So Abaribe went to Lagos, Peter Obi went to Lagos when trade fair was in turmoil. And the only thing that the government representatives, a staff of the government of Lagos State, Tokumbo Wahab, could do is to tell them that these aliens have no right to build in Lagos State. And none of them can be able to fathom why he used that word, aliens. Do you know that today, no any Igbo media house or any Igbo politician or even a businessman or somebody who is educated who came out to challenge that word that idiot used on Igbos, that we are aliens in Lagos? Do you know why? You are aliens indeed. Yes, I am alien. You also is an alien. You are a foreigner. They have given you the Biafra you have been looking for since 2023. Yet, nobody could fathom. All we can do is just to make noise on internet. I so much agree with this guy. I don't know whether the guy is an Igbo or not an Igbo. I so much agree with him. So, let me pause and ask this question. So, if this guy, Pekin or baby or son or whoever, do not ask him, why is it Igbos excluded in the history, in the reintroduced history by Bola Ahmed Tinubu? So none of us, my brother, if they call us Mumu out there, I am included. You too are included. So don't even take yourself away. Some people will come and say, nah, why the Mazaga, we are not like each other. My brother, we are everything. So these kind of things happen because as far as my mind or my memory, my memory can carry me, I know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu reintroduced history into the curriculum of Nigeria education 2023. If I'm not mistaken, please, if I'm wrong, correct me. The same time he reintroduced the so-called old or new national anthem. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu have already signed the freedom of Biafra since 2023, and even the so-called our leaders, I've never seen them go or the so-called Ogechukwu, the criminal Ogechukwu, talk about this. That means nobody is aware. So they are treating you and demolishing your houses. My brother, they are not at fault. The only thing, let me say, the only thing that binds all of you together, minus myself, because I'm not included in all those shenanigans. The only thing that binds all of you together is that you are reading history together. You are sharing history together. What happened, how it happened, how Nnamdi Azikiwe disagreed with Awolowo and the rest of them. None of them is included. Not even an atom of Igbo are included in the revised or rather reintroduced history of Nigeria. And then our so-called politicians are busy. Do you know the reason why they have the right to jail Nnamdi Kanu? They treated Nnamdi Kanu as a fugitive. They treated Nnamdi Kanu as a transnational, a kind of somebody who came from another country to want to destroy their country. Do you know that this is the facts they have been providing to the international community, who are busy trying one way or the other to release Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know that they have presented this document before them that these people you are fighting for, they don't even have a history in Nigeria? It is obvious. Go to that history book. There's no anywhere that Igbos are written. So that means you are alien that they called you, and you are also a foreigner in the land of Nigeria as long as Nigeria is concerned. Anywhere you are staying in Nigeria as an Igbo man, as a Biafran, and it is far away from your southeast, let me say your 5 plot of land, my brother, you are a foreigner. You are not staying in a Imo State. You are not staying in a Ebonyi, not in Anambra, not in Abia or Enugu State. Let me include Delta, or in Akwa Ibom. Let me include some part of Benue State, some part of River State. My brother, you are a foreigner. So begin now to look for your visa before it is too late for you. I repeat myself, if you are not living in these states I mentioned, you are a foreigner and should be treated as a foreigner when you go off the line. So get your passport, get your visa, start to live in Nigeria. If they introduce their history and you are not among, yet they are still fighting you to answer one Nigeria. Our mumu know too much. Why are we just a noise makers? Why are we just busy showing off on things that others have acquired without not even making any single noise? Then when it comes to the things that matters, you will not see an Igbo man there. When it comes to the things that matters, you will never see anybody raise alarm. Why are we these noise makers? This is the title they have given to us, and it suits us. We make noise too much. This guy made it clear. We only build white houses just to show to people whenever we travel December that we have houses in our different or in our respective villages, in our respective kindreds, in our respective communities. Then what happens to what binds you as a country? Some people will argue this, that after all, history is not need to bind people, that anybody who want to read history should go to internet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So what is bookshop meant for? Or are you also telling me now that some people now who will rather prefer going to bookshop to read what is being written there, they will not do that. They will only just go to online, to Google, where they say you will ask, what is okeke? They will have over 1 million different meanings of okeke. Which one are you going to take? What is Nigeria? They will give you catalog. Okeke will come and write the meaning of Nigeria. Okaf will come and write the meaning of Nigeria. Okonko will come and write the meaning of Nigeria. The same thing happened to Okeke. Is that what you are going to read? That's why it is called a book. Whatever that has been put inside that book is the reality from where that book come from. Whatever that has been put inside the book. If Igbo man, or even really more, Teddy Cruz and all the people saying Nigerian government are mutilating the Biafrans, and then they come get a hold of that copy of that introduced history, and they couldn't find Igbos there. They couldn't find Biafrans there, which is they have been fighting all this while. Really more and the rest of them, including Mike Arnold, for Biafrans to be divided. I mean, for Nigeria to be divided so that Biafra can have their own. Nigeria can easily tell them that these are our slaves. Look at our history. Are they anywhere too close to it? And if they have any action they want to perform, they want to carry out, they have to pause a while and begin to ask questions. If it's something that can take them 1 year to get for you, then they have to take the whole of 3 or 4 years, because they need to calm down to make some research. You see where we failed it? You see where we failed it? God have mercy. Igbos, hey, on too much, including me, myself. So, Bulambe Tunumbu have given us Biafra since, and we are here making noise. And we are on the internet every time. We are Briggy, we are Briggy, we are USB, we are USDT, we are USD. Shame to the Igbo community, shame to the Igbo nation. In fact, shame to anybody that calls himself an Igbo. Shame to all of you. In fact, shame to all of us. This guy, he finished matter. The word he used there might not be appropriate, but my brother, that is what we represent. There's no shaking out, there's no two ways about that. Let us say the comment section, because gather. And let me not waste much time. Victor Abiso said, does Igbo have history except that given them by Ajay Crowder? It don't start already. They don't say you don't have a history. Now, look at it. Let me see if people responded to him. Epa said, which Ajay? The one Yaribas allocated the ownership of Igbo language. Meanwhile, he never spoke Igbo, but Yaribas claimed he translated it. On serious investigation, it was Simon Jonas and co, sons of ex-Igbo slaves in Sierra Leone, that translated English into Igbo in 1857. Liars. Culture Arena says, so where did the so-called Ajayi Crowder got the one you claimed he gave Igbos? A former slave that doesn't know where he came from. He came back to Nigeria as Samuel Crowder, or Samuel Ajayi Crowder, and added Ajayi later after some years in Yoruba land. Okay, Samuel Crowder. Epa said Simon Jonas went on to write another book called Isioma Prema for the emancipated Igbos living in Sierra Leone. But Yaribas allocated it to Ajayi Crowder, just like they joined our colonial masters to allocate Mongo Park, discovered River Niger, which are also lies. Buchi Millionaire said, please, at Olusegun, stop thinking you are hurting yourself. Stop thinking you are hurting yourself doing so. This is it, with your tribesmen mostly uneducated and knows only hate and bigotry. Mary Adams said, anyone who knows anything about history knows You delegitimize your narrative when you seek to obscure the history of a people, especially when those people still exist. The Igbos are still part of Nigeria, and until that changes, the authors have just delegitimized their text. Mary said, all people have a history. Nobody can give a history. So to ask that question in the 21st century is just plain fictitious. Ajayi Crowther was a stooge of the colonial powers, part of the elite project. He did as he was told. Okechukwu said, if they don't have, why then are you on their crying? Okay, they don't have. Abidemi Vadema said, you guys that schooled in the East, please, what history were you taught in elementary school? Was anything about Igbo in it? Okay? They have already said, even in fact, they have already justified this. So, if they call you alien, don't get angry. You will cost it. They have given you Biafra, you refuse to accept it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have sanctioned Biafra, but the Igbos refuse to take it. So I wonder why this argument will always come, and they don't want to go, and they have given them Biafra, they don't want to go. Oh, this is where the argument started from. That means this Biafra have been sanctioned some couple of years ago, since 2023. I wonder why, if you call Bola Ahmed Tinubu about the issues of the Igbos, he will tell you he knows nothing about it. If he tell yourself his ear is paining him, he cannot listen well. That is the reason. Because he have already tell you people to go. You are not included in our history. The national anthem they reintroduced, it no concern you. Go back to your Biafra land and sing your national anthem. And you refused. Oh yeah, now we refuse to learn, but we all are going to learn, and we are going to learn the hard way. Have a nice day, and may good Lord continue to bless us. Happy New Week and happy Monday. It shall be well with all of us. Biko, yamaro nyobo na mma. Ka Chineke mezie okwu.